Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your man Pristine back with another video. Welcome to the full Pristine review for the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus and the Samsung Galaxy S10e. Now, I'm just combining these two devices, consolidation with the review, because these are the same phones. Okay, so there's really no need for me to do two separate videos for both of them. I've been rocking both devices. I'm typically known for carrying two devices at the same time. You know, I've got my T-Mobile SIM card in the Plus, and I got my Verizon SIM in the E. I did get both of these devices from Verizon, and I'm sure that Verizon doesn't want me telling you guys this, but you know what, man? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? These phones are unlocked. That is not something that Verizon is is advertising, but they are unlocked. And what you do is, if you have a device from Verizon, if you go to, let's see, go to settings, okay, go to connections, go to mobile networks, and then go to network mode. Now, by default, Verizon phones are all set to global. What you want to do is you want to change that, you know what I mean? If you don't want your phone to roam and stuff like that as consistently as it will if it's on global, which could harm your battery, just put it on LTE CDMA. Or if you want to just toss, you know, your GSM network card, whether it be T-Mobile, AT&T, or whatever in there, then just select the LTE GSM, you know what I mean? And then pop your SIM card in, you know what I'm saying, from the other carrier, the GSM carrier, and it's just going to pick it up just like that. Okay? Your access point names does it automatically. Okay? I did not have to manually put in these access point names. Okay? Verizon, hey, don't trip. You know what I'm saying? Don't trip. Okay? These phones are unlocked. You know what I'm saying? I know that they were talking about they were going to start locking all their devices, but hey, they're unlocked as far as I know. And I know for a fact that their iPhones are all unlocked as well. Now, enough about that. Full Pristine review for the S10 Plus and the S10e. Let's get it. All right. Price and specs. $1,000, $750. I'm not going to sit there and tell you guys which one to buy because, you know what I'm saying, I'm not the dictator of your hard-earned money. You know what I mean? $750, $1,000. At the end of the video, you be the judge as to which one you think is worth spending the money on. All right? Now, the specs. Snapdragon 855 processor, both phones. 128 gigs of storage, expandable to 512 gigs, both phones. 8 gigs of RAM here on the Plus, 6 gigs of RAM here on the E. Corning Gorilla Glass 6 on the front of the Plus. Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on the back of the Plus. Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and the back of the E. Okay? So we do still have some durability there. Okay? The E is 150 grams. The Plus is 175 grams. Okay? Build quality on both of these devices, excellent. We already know that Gorilla Glass is the top grade of glass that comes on phones, but what's the key word, ladies and gentlemen? Glass. So protect your investment. I don't give a damn if it's Corning Gorilla Glass 10, Corning Gorilla Glass 20. If you drop your phone from a great enough distance, guess what? Yeah, you're going to be filing an insurance claim. You know what I'm saying? If you have insurance. If you don't, you're SOL. You have to get a new phone if the phone is still functioning. All right? So, protect your investment. Cases, screen protectors that are compatible with the S10 and the S10 Plus because they have that ultrasonic under-display fingerprint sensor. The E, you don't have to worry about that so much because the surface is flat. It's not curved. As you can see, we have the edge display on the S10 and the S10 Plus. The display kind of bleeds around the sides as opposed to the S10e. The S10e, it's curved around the sides, which provides a comfortable hold in the hand, but the display does not bleed over the edges, which is why you see those little side bezels on the side there. Okay, so you've got a flat surface on the E, curved surface on the S10 and the S10 Plus. All right, build quality, like I said, I'm a fan of it, but just protect it because it is glass. Performance, as I mentioned, Snapdragon 855 processor in both these devices. The S10 as well. 8 gigs of RAM here on the S10 Plus, 6 gigs of RAM here on the S10e. And let me see here. Let's just go ahead and clear out everything just so you guys can get a dose of the performance. Okay, Bible app, both of them. Boom, just popped right open. All right. Let's take the Spotify real quick. Spotify. Okay, both of them just popped right open. I'm on offline mode right there, but it just went right into it. Okay, here's all my playlist and things right there. I mean, so you saw the E just popped that right open. All right, Soundcloud. Okay, took the E a little bit to load that up. You know what I'm saying? But not really a big deal. Well, I haven't even signed into it on this phone, but you saw how quickly that opened up. All right, let's take it to shopping real quick. Let's go to Best Buy. You know, and I'm just doing this real quick just so you guys can see, okay, is there a difference between one that has 8 gigs of RAM as opposed to 6 gigs of RAM? Not really much at all. You know what I mean? Both of these devices are excellent on RAM management, multitasking, all that stuff. It's not both of these phones are going to do exactly what you need them to do in a hurry. Okay, in a hurry. All right, scale out of that. All right, let's go to Amazon real quick. Boom. Same time. Opened up. Performance on both of these devices. Stellar. All right. Stellar performance on both of these devices. Now, the cameras. I'm not going to talk too much about the cameras because there's a dedicated camera video for both of these devices. Okay, but there are some camera differences. Are the primary sensors the same across the board on all three of the devices? The S10, the S10 Plus here, and the S10e? Absolutely. The only thing is the S10e does not have the secondary 8 megapixel depth sensor that is on the front like we see on the S10 Plus. So the 10 megapixel primary facial selfie camera that we find on the S10 and the S10 Plus is also on the S10e. So mind you, the S10 Plus is the only one that has that secondary 8 megapixel depth sensor. On the S10 and the S10e, you have the 10 megapixel selfie camera. All right, swing it around to the back. Okay. You see on the E here, we have a dual camera setup. On the S10 Plus here, we have a triple camera setup. Okay, now on the S10, you also have the triple camera setup. We've got a 12 megapixel wide angle primary sensor, which is the same primary sensor that's on all three of the devices. All right, and then we have a 16 megapixel ultra wide sensor that is also on all three of the devices. The only thing that the E does not have is the 12 megapixel telephoto lens, which is going to disable you from having 2-time optical zoom. Is that a big deal? To me, absolutely not. All right. So the camera video will be linked down in the description if you want to check that out. If you haven't already, be sure to click on that link and check out the camera video for both of these phones because they both take some stunning photos. Again, they're the same sensors. So camera quality is going to be the same no matter which one you decide to get. All right. So that's all I'm gonna say about the cameras. Now, battery life. S10 Plus here, 4100 milliamps. S10e, 3100 milliamps. Me personally, I haven't had a problem getting through a full day with either one of these devices. Like I said, I rock with them both. I take them both with me. I do the same things with them. If I queue up a video on the E, I queue up the video on the Plus. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, check to see what my battery percentage is. More than enough to take me into the next day. Now that has absolutely everything to do with how I use my device because I'm a light to moderate user. I'm not a heavy user. Okay, but if you are a heavy user, then expect to drain these batteries much faster. You do have battery optimizations under the battery settings that you can utilize. And just remember, when you cut those things on, there are going to be certain features and functions that you are going to do without because the phone has to stop doing something to be able to give you some battery sustainability. So be mindful of that. Okay? But then you can help sustain your own battery too by turning off things that you're not using, like Wi-Fi if you're not using it, like Bluetooth if you're not using it, like GPS if you're not using it, like auto sync if you don't need to be notified about, every 5 or 6 of your email accounts, whenever there's an email that comes in, if you don't need to get that notification, then turn auto sync off. Those things fry your battery. Okay, now if you're a heavy gamer, you're going to be able to game and play some of the most graphically intense games on both of these devices. Okay, now the more graphical intensity it is, it may be a little bit better here on the S10 Plus, just because of the fact that you've got the bigger display, and this is a quad HD panel as opposed to a full HD panel. Okay, and you've got 8 gigs of RAM here on the Plus as opposed to the 6 gigs of RAM that you got here on the E. Not saying that the 6 gigs of RAM on the E is bad, because it's not, and it's going to be able to run everything nice and smooth. But I think most people, when they're gaming, they prefer to have that bigger display. And if they had to choose between 8 gigs of RAM versus 6, if it had to do with their gaming performance, probably they're going to choose that 8 gigs of RAM. Not to say in any way, shape, or form that the E is a punk and that you're not going to be able to game on the E, because you are, with no problems, with complete fluidity. Okay, console style gaming. You know what I'm saying? So both of these phones in that particular department, beast. Both of them are Type-C connectors at the bottom. 15-watt chargers that come in, which means that they charge extremely fast, and you also have fast wireless charging also at 15 watts. Both of these phones do also have the reversible wireless charging, where you can put things on top of these devices to charge them. But that's only at 9 watts. So you're not going to put something on the Plus or the E here and charge it at the same charge time as you would with the 15-watt fast charge capability. It's just not going to happen. Okay, that technology is still within its infancy stage, and it's going to be a while before we see, you know, super fast charging speeds with reverse charging like that with devices. Okay, the reverse charging capability is more so towards like the Galaxy Buds, or like if you have a smartwatch that has the ability to be charged wirelessly, then yeah, those things will charge those things. It's not even going to charge those things fast, but it will charge them. These things will charge a phone, but it's going to charge a phone extremely slowly. But you do have the capability to do that. All right. So that's the battery life. Additional features. Again, on the S10 and the S10 Plus, you've got the ultrasonic under the display fingerprint sensor. You just place your thumb on it right there. They say that it's a little bit more secure. Okay. We do have facial recognition that is lightning quick. Double tap the display, hold it up, boom, and it just recognizes your face just like that. I'm a fan of that. On the S10e, we do not have the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, but we have a side-mounted fingerprint sensor that is right here. My only gripe with that is it's too damn high, but aside from that, I'm a major fan of the side-mounted fingerprint sensor. Okay, and we too can double tap, hold up. Man, facial recognition is super fast. But the fingerprint sensor is even faster. Okay, so out of the two, I prefer the fingerprint sensor on the S10e over the S10 and the S10 Plus. I mean, understand, we're, creating new and innovative ways to do things with the fingerprint sensors and under the display. I don't care about that, man. I just want to be able to secure my device and be able to open it, whether I use my finger or my face, and I want to do it as quickly as possible. Okay, and so the S10e for me is what I prefer as opposed to the ultrasonic under the display fingerprint sensor. Is it cool to have? Yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's the, it's the new thing. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is, the fingerprint sensor side mounted on the S10e is just faster. Okay, we've got Bluetooth 5.0 on both of these devices, which means that you can connect to multiple different devices at the same time, which is a plus. All right. Both of these phones are IP68 water and dust resistant. We do have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack with a 32-bit, 384 kilohertz audio watt in both. They both sound great. I've tested these in my car, and also the AKG tuned earbuds that come in the box. They sound amazing. Okay, now can it top the 32-bit hi-fi quad DAC that is going to be on the new LG devices, the G8 and the V50? I don't know. But keep it locked here at Pristine Tech, because I'm going to test that out. Okay, I like the fact that a lot of the different modes and things are right here in the display. Dark mode, boom. I love that. Love dark mode. And it's not one of those janky dark modes where it only darkens the background display when you're going through your settings. No, it blacks out everything. Blacks out everything. Okay? Man, is Bixby not set up here? Oh, okay. Yeah, so as you can see, as I go through Bixby, the background, it blacks out everything. All right. Now, my final thoughts for these devices. Who are these phones for? These phones are for anybody that just wants simply the best of the best. Okay? There's no question as to why Samsung is at the top of the heap when you're talking about who the #1 phone manufacturer is. They make phones that are powerful. They make phones that are sexy. They're constantly finding, new and innovative ways to, administer new things to their devices, even though they didn't originate it. You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is you cannot knock Samsung for what they're doing. Okay? Now, me personally, I have to say between the S10 Plus, the S10, and the S10e, I have to say my full-on recommendation, if you want one of these new Samsung devices, go with the goddamn S10e. Okay? Go with the S10e. Here's why. It's 5.8 inches. That's smaller than, obviously the Plus here is 6.4, and then the S10 is 6.1. This is an extremely comfortable hold in the hand. Okay? Here's another reason. It's cheaper. It's $750, and it has everything that the S10 and the S10 Plus has, with the exception of the 8 megapixel front-facing depth sensor and that 12 megapixel telephoto lens on the back, which would give you 2x optical zoom capabilities. You don't have that. But the primary sensors are the same on the front and the back as they are on the S10 and the S10 Plus, which means that your picture quality is going to be the exact same as the S10 and the S10 Plus. There's no drop off. Okay? Because of the fact that the screen on the E is flat, as opposed to the curves bleeding around both the right and the left sides of the devices, it's going to make it easier to put screen protectors on your display. Again, now the E, it doesn't have a quad HD dynamic AMOLED panel. It's a full HD dynamic AMOLED panel. It still looks damn good, just as clean as the other two that are quad HD. Okay? But putting a tempered glass screen protector on this phone, for one, is going to be a problem because of the curves. For two, it's going to be a problem because of that under display ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. So depending on what type of tempered glass screen protector you put on your device, you may not even be able to use your fingerprint sensor on your S10 or your S10 Plus. But the S10e, the fingerprint sensor's on the side there, so you don't even have to worry about that. Okay? So again, the S10e here is the best small device that's out right now, man. There's nothing that's topping the S10e right now, man. I don't give a damn what it is, man. The Pixel 3, the Sony Xperia XZ2, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, those phones are nice, but the S10e here is just blowing them out of the water. iPhone XR, the S10e got you. I think the only thing that the S10e does not have over the iPhone XR is battery life, because the battery on that S10R, the battery life on the iPhone XR is a beast. That's it. So my recommendation, ladies and gentlemen, save yourself some money. Get the E. There's all kind of promotions and things going on for the E right now as well. Man, to me, in my personal opinion, the E is the one to get. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you got an extra couple $100, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 250, maybe $300 burning a hole in your pocket, and you really want that bigger one, then hey, okay, you know what I'm saying? You can get the S10, which is 900, sitting at 6.1 inches, or you can get the Plus here at a cool 6.4 inches, but this is gonna cost you $1,000. All right. So the price ranges for the E, $750, for the S10, $900, for the S10 Plus here, $1,000. All right. That's it, ladies and gentlemen, for my full pristine review for the S10 series, the S10 lineup. All right. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to expose yourself to tons of more videos that I've done like this one. And definitely keep it locked here because I've got so much more content to come. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that every time my videos go live, you'll get notified. And be the first to check it out and get down in the comment section and let me know how you feel about what you saw. Hit me with any questions, comments, or feedback of any kind, and I'll do my best to get back in contact with you guys and answer your questions, whether it be just through YouTube or just future videos that I'm planning on doing for all these devices that you see and much more devices that I got coming in. All right? So you already know, man. Please stay safe. Get spiritually fit in 2019. We're definitely living in the last days. And keep it pristine in every aspect of your lives. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking out the video. Be sure to share this video with anybody that you know that's looking for one of these new devices but are just kind of on the fence as to which one they should get. Share the video with them. Much appreciated. Much love to all my subscribers. This is the S10 Plus. This is the S10e. I'm your man Pristine, the host, bringing the content. We out. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.